The stock of the day is brought to you by IG, Australia's #1 CFD provider. Trade over 17,000 markets with extended trading hours on key US shares and competitive spreads, all on an award-winning platform. Get started at IG.com.
And our stock of the day is James Hardie. It's forecasting adjusted net profit will come in between $151 to $156 million for the second quarter of the financial year. That's above estimates. Shares were up 8% in New York trade. The building products maker telling the market expects preliminary net sales to be around $1.3 billion over the September quarter. This says the $14 billion purchase of AZEK in the States remains on track, with the unit contributing mid-single-digit growth over the quarter in sales and sell-through. Shareholder advisors have recommended that investors vote to dump Chairwoman Anne Lloyd at the upcoming AGM to rebuild trust. Clearly, investors still very upset with that AZEK acquisition. So let's get to the analysis then. Luke.
Yeah, they overpaid for AZEK, didn't they? So, no shareholder approval, bit of diversification. So that's always going to piss shareholders right off. Tough macro in the US, sort of reno and construction market at the moment. Geared up to the eyeballs on sort of 3.5, 4 times net debt to EBITDA. And, Reliance, Reece, they've all been facing kind of, hard conditions. That said, these valves, this kind of reminds me of what happened at Aurora and the Saverglass acquisition, which everybody was sort of sketchy on for a couple of years. And we made a lot of money trading that back up. So could be a buying opportunity here. I've been on the plane this morning, haven't had a chance to really get my teeth into these numbers, but eyeballing it, kind of interested.
Given where it's fallen to off the back of its
it's
results.
cheap. It's cheap. Yeah. It's a good core business. I think it might be a bit early. I think the macro is probably going to weigh on this for a bit longer, but I think there's going to be a time soon where this AZEK thing gets fully sort of digested. We've got some clarity on where this business might be, and James Hardie could rip 2 or 3 quarters down the road.
So it's a watch for you.
Watch, interested, put it on a hold from me.
Yeah,
but I've got a sneaking suspicion it could be a buy. If you look back in 2 years' time, I might look real stupid again.
I might ask you in a couple of months instead. Michael, what do you see? What's the chart telling?
Yeah, similar thoughts. So before today, it's just very hated stock. I mean, just no one could find anything nice to say about it, and obviously that sort of piques your interest. I mean, Luke mentioned earlier about oil being very hated, and I think it's one of the most hated sectors out there. And I agree. I think that's just going off topic a bit. I think that's going to do really well next year. That has my attention. James Hardie, okay, it's a bit more of a complicated business, but everyone hates it, and you get this positive news overnight and it pops up. I guess the real test, at least for the short term, is to see, is that going to get sold into or not? Is it still going to be up as much this afternoon? Is it going to follow through tomorrow? I don't know. It's enough for me to say, look, it's probably a hold for now. And yeah, it could be a buy because everybody hates it. It's just come back to such lower levels that you've got a bit more of a buffer with that business. But they've still got, I think, their AGM coming up in November, another set of quarterly results. This was only a trading update, I think, for AZEK. So yeah, just be patient. I think wait over the next several weeks. Let's see how the business is really doing, and then there might be an opportunity. But given the early signs of what we've seen today, if you're worried about selling it, then I think you could lean more towards a hold at the moment.
Well, fair to say, both tempted, but at this stage, no, it is a hold at this point. For our stock of the day, James Hardie.
The stock of the day was brought to you by IG. Trade over 12,000 shares and ETFs, including major tech giants with extended hours on an award-winning platform. Get started at IG.com.